plan to let Xander go a little deeper, just what he showed you?
Yeah, I mean, and I think we could have gone even a little bit more with him tonight, but we kind of had a plan, and I don't know that it went to a T, but we kind of had a plan what we want to do after he got us in the position that we were in. But yeah, we wanted to give him a true start and see what he could do, but early on he got contact so quickly that the pitch count was relatively low. And again, I think he could have went further for us. But the other thing to keep in mind when he's out there pitching, we always want to win the game, but you are in the time of the season, and Xavier is too. We chatted about it, Billy and I did after the game. Conference is the most important. So Xander's a pretty good pitcher, and we'd always like to have him available and not completely spent going into the weekend because he is always on that 27 active man roster.
What was working well for him tonight?
I just think the way he was throwing the ball kind of had a little bit more conviction to him, and maybe well rested. Maybe he realizes now too, hey, sometimes they throw me for one inning, and I don't like that. I assume as a kid that's playing ball, you want to be out there as long as possible. But just the way it was coming out kind of had it. And I never look at the radar gun in particular. He's obviously not a power pitcher, but I think two strike pitches in particular kind of have a little bit more conviction to him, where he's gotten a little too cute in the past, or made mistakes because he was being careful. I can't get inside of his head, but that was kind of a difference I saw tonight.
With Jared, saw him on crutches and in a boot before the game. Anything new there, or just kind of restarting with the bone bruise?
Yeah, kind of restarting, and that was where he was when we kind of initially began this process, was don't put any weight on it at all so we can get full recovery. So I don't know that he's quite day-to-day, because it'll be take a few days, not any weight on it, and then check from there. But you hate to do the 2 steps forward, 1 step back thing, and you could argue that we kind of already have, but I mean, look at the way he was swinging the bat when he's coming off the bench against Missouri, Vanderbilt, starting some of those games. So he was big for us, but we want him to be big for us down the stretch, and I think being a little cautious right now is wise.
Where would you assess where Kyle is, just him dealing with the injury at the beginning of the year, getting some reps here lately? I mean, do you feel like he's maybe about to turn a corner?
I hope so. I mean, that swing was a joke. I mean, I forget who was on the mound for them, so no disrespect, but that was a big league swing, and that thing came off about as hot as Jordan Beck is. Everyone knows how strong he is. They went to the same area of the field. I bet it was the same exit velo or whatever. So I don't know. I think he did have to deal with that, and there was some discomfort. It's not an injury you want to have as a hitter in your hand, but I think he's past that now physically, and it should be a deal where he's finally past it mentally. But he's capable of being a great defender out there. He showed Friday night he wasn't scared. We kind of just plopped him in there in the lineup, and he came up in a big situation early in the game, hard contact out. So, I mean, I guess if he's listening, it's go time. I mean, that is a big league swing that he put on that ball tonight.
How's Chase Dollander coming along? It seems like he's throwing a little bit, getting
yeah.
back into rhythm.
No, good. Much better than maybe a few days ago would have answered that question. And the biggest thing is he's got a huge smile on his face. So I think he kind of sees that it's coming along. We knew that it would, but we would rather be a little cautious than not. And, in the end, some of these guys, it's like when they have a quick outing, you go get a guy in the 3rd inning and he's upset. But once time passes, you realize this is not a big league season, but it's a marathon for these kids. And they're young, so a little time off can go a long way, and this might actually end up benefiting him. But he's anxious to get out there. We want to use him this weekend. I don't know if that's possible, but he's definitely doing a lot more as of the last couple days.
Anything else? All right, quick one.
Easy crowd.